would you raise your children to be gay?
If that is what my child's preference is, I'll accept my child, educate my child, advance my child. But personally, why I wouldn't want my child to be gay is because look, the trauma, the backlash, the hele gewag that comes with being gay. It's not nice. You don't want to put anyone through that. Imagine going home every day questioning who you are.
Yeah.
You can't even make straight decisions.
When you're looking at, because I asked you a question, if you're submissive, you mentioned that you're dominant, right? Do you give head?
That's why I'm going to frap that. What is it?
What's that now, Chief?
Puta, please can
You
you
know my Chief. You inside.
A blowjob.
Yes.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I don't know which way you're thinking.
Okay, let me ask you rather this. Are you a giver or a receiver?
Woo! Something like a wow.
I downloaded this app called Grind. It's like a gay dating app.
Okay.
And I put myself on Grind and my name is Lexi. And I drop it gorgeous. Like if only
What the hair and the makeup and the...
titties, bodaisha, alles as cash no change, grade me and take my one. So ja, nee Lexi is daar op Grind. Maar sy word so elke 3 maanden gediscontinue because you like on kind of kids a lot what has a buy doors and like honger. I love being.
Do they send you also like pictures of their packages and stuff like that?
Yeah, ooh, that's the way. That's how you introduce yourself. It's giving Piltroduce.
Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to the Raw and Uncensored podcast, guys. I am your host, Mr. Marks himself. We have a special guest in the building. Before I introduce the guest, we do have our co-host here, our Jaden Maiden, the hostess with the mostest. We have the real team in the building. We have, I'm going to name you all, Taisha. We have Teslan Kid. We have, Makisha. Oh, so we have all the Kishas here in the building. Okay. And last but not least, we do have Jomique. You said I shouldn't call you Joma. I don't know where Joma came in. What is I nickname? No, my Kenna's Bands. Jomique Bands. Can we give Jomique a round of applause, man? This was powerful. Anyway, how are you doing, ma'am? How are you doing? Is it ma'am? Is it sir? We need to know, like, how do you identify?
I depend every week.
Hey!
So if I have a week on it, she. If I don't, it's he.
Okay, I see you.
So it's like it's a physical, you know.
Okay, 100%. Before we go into the questions and obviously then what you can share amongst your life and obviously how to help others as well, I would just like to mention 2 things. First thing is there's two women by the names of Tamia and Tizia who are getting married. They're sisters. So I just wanted to say very congratulations to y'all too. And also we would like to congratulate Shonice and Shanisa Miles on their pregnancies. Sisters that are pregnant at the same time. Congratulations to y'all. And we wish y'all all the best. You know what I'm saying? Just a special shout out to y'all. Anyway, Jomique, how are you doing there?
Oh, I'm very fine, but I'm angry because I lost my wig in my Uber, but alles gaan maar aan. How are you?
So the wig now, what happened to the wig now?
The wig, I sent the message to people at home. I was like, you know, I need a straight wig because vandaag ik al een mama.
Yo.
En toen die jaren maar nog niet plan laat zo wat uitmaken because like, kijk bij de laatste tik mijn dolly paten, maar het gaan maar aan. Ons gaan maar aan mentally.
And then tell me, Jomique, in terms of sexuality, né? Like, does your parents know, or do they accept you as like who you are? We need to ask the question: who is Jomique? Are you male? Are you female? Remember, actually, now you said it depends on what.
The physical appearance.
But like in reality, or like in your heart, what is he?
I'm mens.
Okay.
First and foremost, my mother knows, but she's like in denial about the unfairness.
Okay.
So I said the okansin had to secret via fasting, but that is our saga. I also realized that I can't force it upon her to accept who I am. I am so the child, she will still love me unconditionally either way.
Okay.
But she's not forced to accept this, and I don't mind. I respect it. As long as she loves me unconditionally for who I am, she doesn't have to accept anything. As long as I'm content with who I am,
100%.
no problem.
100%. And then just to be clear, do you date men? Do you date women?
It's depends,
Yeah.
but definitely not woman. I'm strictly declare. No cake over here.
Oh.
Cake.
No, nothing like such. You just the Russians now. So.
I'm like not lesbian.
Okay. 100%. I'm just here to know who you are. Would you say that you the submissive type?
I'm very dominant, but when it comes to men, I melt. Oh yeah, because it's a butter and a farm pan. I melt like you.
And then, like in terms of, so you're very dominant, right? Have you ever had sexual experiences with a guy?
Should we like? Yeah, I mean.
Recently?
Excuse you. Thank you for the FBI.
Okay, yeah, let's not go too deep.
Wow,
You know?
not in time, yeah, because like a virgin is giving Kalari.
Okay.
It's been a minute.
100%. And then tell me, can someone go from being gay to being straight?
That's my many years of Canada. It's possible. I've seen many stories where people actually changed from homosexual to heterosexual by the Canada family, but not really. If you're doing it on your own, I don't know. Unless he pretend on gay to us.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. But if it's in you, it's in you. And only God can change it.
100%.
Further.
What about yourself? Would you say that you were born, being in the LGBTQ community, or is it something that changed over time as you grew?
First and foremost, I always known that I always knew I had like this feminine side, but I could never express it though because my mother is like a pastor, so it's like I girl and a care.
Okay.
So coming out or just being my feminine self would be very offensive to her and like her peers,
Yes. Colleagues.
So I never wanted to express who I really was around her because it was my mother sit me down once, oh Yara, we're watching an episode on Generations by Uncensored in Jason. As ek jou sê, Deuteronomy en Romans 8 vers 28 was gerecite vir my en vir my gister. Hoe gaan die guys, ja. It was a big point and I was like, you know what, Ikanyuma and Kapikanyuma was the assumed just need to be low-key. If we go to the streets, ons wys wie's ons. If we go sleep over at friends' house, ons wys wie's ons. But
100%. Just want to say, man, that pipe is making so much noise there, man. Buta, now you're cooking something like a oka pipe now also.
Also, you know.
Okay, tell me, gay men, right? Do you sometimes dress and undress in front of like your girlfriends?
definitely.
Okay, so they see now the totolozi now also now they know.
Oei, spy om geskat. But yeah, like in Yaranki, that rook my chomis my balas. Sorry for using the term, not balance guys, but what is balance and not suppose. So like unfortunately, like, the other for my couple is when a parcel. Okay, I'm here my ears than anything else. So now I don't forget like I don't vast and I get like a pair items in a air sack that stretch. So no vasika, no semi chumi, yarrow my sivashi very shemila. So it's being referred to as a shemila because it can stretch and vest.
Just, okay,
hygiene all the way.
First time. Okay, 100%. Let's talk about dating now. Talk to me about like apps. Do you normally do dating apps?
Weet je wat ze?
Nee, I'm
Weet je wat ze? Anyway, like yeah, I was like on a dating app name. I'm not gonna give my name, but I think I will tell my name. I downloaded this app called Grind. It's like a great dating app.
Okay, okay.
And I put myself on Grind and my name is Lexi. And I like drop dead gorgeous. And like if only
What the hair and the makeup and the...
titties, bodaisha, alles as cash no change, grade me and take my one. So ja, nee, Lexi is daar op Grindr. Maar sy word so elke 3 maanden gediscontinued because you like on Grindr gets a lot what has a baie endorsement like honger. I love being.
Do they send you also like pictures of their packages and stuff like that?
Yeah, right. Ooh, that's the way. That's how you introduce yourself. It's giving pill produce. Show me your past and I decide to accept or reject. En jare ek het al die size pille gesien, skurwe pille, oorige pille, droë pille, lang pille, klein pille, every penis under the sun het ek al gesien. So try to believe me, doesn't face me.
Okay. So you've been through like a lot of things. Would you say that you experienced when it comes to not necessarily like the sexual world, but like in terms of having partners of this type, having partners of that type?
I wouldn't say I'm experienced. I just like what the hang of it because elke never means it's like you lees a nieuwe book. You learning something new with every person.
Okay.
Nee, I'm always saying I can't give Keanu what I gave Janae because of the three.
Okay.
So with every guy, it's a learning curve.
100%. Tell me, in terms of relationships, this is now your perspective, right? Especially with like a man and a man that's dating. Would you say that relationships can survive cheating?
Yeah, it depends on who cheated, but I should cheat with my enemy.
That's bad.
Bounce.
Okay.
But let's be real, man. Cheating is very common.
It's common.
Cheating is like, ties the next. Let me not say the next step, but cheating, it exists in every relationship. You can't oversee it. Nie elke man was gebore met 'n starig nie. Every man has wandering eyes. So you just, every woman or every gay person or every person who's in a relationship, you get your own animal. You just need to know how to train your animal.
And then long distance relationships. Does it work?
That was funny.
Doesn't work.
Because, can I swear on your podcast?
Yes, you may. It's uncensored.
Vir wie na jy daar in PE terwyl ek hier is? Because she's a man en jy veel klop. Jy jack. Jy las om te net. Vir wie na jy? Vir wie net jy? As ek hier daar is. Because ek hou nie die bal net nie. Wie hou dit net? So my personal perception on long distance relationships, I don't believe in long distance because like if it maybe existed in the times of Moses in Jonah lang could have worked. Maar en die 21st century nee vir my.
And then
Facts.
ages, ne? Can and we're talking in particular the LGBTQ, right? Can a 30-year-old guy date a 21-year-old guy?
First and foremost, like, ons is voorbij die legal restriction. Aging by the number.
Hey!
Tot 70 hoor, because I go for walls.
So if a guy approaches you, he's your type, he's handsome, he has money, but now he's maybe late 30s, would you still say, yeah, come,
Yeah, definitely.
come my way?
I don't care about age because je krijgt paar mensen at the age of 30. Hij had nog een mindset van een 16-year-old. Oh, no. Age is nothing but a number. Een mens is een mens met of zonder ouderdom.
Light skin, dark skin.
Oh, definitely light skin. Sorry, ik kan niet roken.
You don't like the dark skin?
It depends. No. Light skin. Light skin. I'm thinking about the future of our kids, baby.
And then tell me, when you're looking at because I asked you a question if you're submissive, you mentioned that you're dominant, right? Do you give head?
Dat is bij ongezoek om te vragen. Wat is hier?
What's that now, Chief?
Puta, please can you...
the mic, Chief. Beyonce.
A blowjob.
Yes, thank you.
Whoa! I don't know which way you're thinking.
Okay, let me ask you rather this. Are you a giver or a receiver?
Ooh. Something like a wow.
Okay, next question. Let's not make you uncomfortable or let's not make you think a lot. You understand?
I can answer.
Answer, Chief. You wanna know?
Okay, let answer.
Ek is 'n receiver
Yay.
Okay.
because I'm a receiver.
Okay.
No further details
Okay.
provided.
100%. And then
And I don't feel like you should like ask the question like, are you a giver or receiver? Are you a bottom or are you a top?
oh, okay.
There's like some analogy.
Okay.
So-
Apologies. Andy, do you have a question?
Yes, Chief. I have a question now.
Buddha. Yeah.
For let's say, for instance, there's now this couple. It's now one straight couple, but now the boyfriend is now shooting on the other side now, Chief. Did they now approach you also now to say they want to nubble?
Like a threesome.
Yeah, no, not even a threesome. He's playing for the right team, but
He's
he
an
also wanna
undercover
play.
lover.
Oh,
Yeah,
after
but
9.
this
What
is
did they
actually-
say? After
after
9?
9,
After
Chief.
9.
My brother, it's not even after 9 anymore. It's not after 5, after 1.
Ooh.
I have a lot.
You have a
Men
lot,
kindness. Manna, men vrouwens, men kindness. Whatever mamas and then my DM.
and you know these girls now also.
I do, and that's the painful part of it all. So paar van die girls nou eintlik dankie sê ek respek hulle verhoudings and I just like bypass the pillar. Because I can if I want to, but I just think like, man,
Preach it now.
I don't being just let a number. So
But now, as if it's now your enemy, like you say now.
I'll fuck him anytime I will do that. Or use me. I'll find them easy them.
100%. So, Jomique, now we're gonna go a little bit into the serious deep dives now. When you're looking at how you grew up in school, was there a lot of discrimination towards you? Was there a lot of like backlash? Would you say that your mental health took a crash also at one stage in your life?
It did on a mega maximum level, and here's why. First and foremost, you asked, did I receive any backlash? I did. First and foremost, it was
Kagwara.
hard. Ek het 'n dansstem gehad met 4 oë en 'n pattekop. That is the like a combination all in one. But mostly all people samen alles aan my ears al gemaakt het. Oh hi, Chuma.
Hey.
Dat is Chuma lang. Yo,
Yeah.
ik was een kont gemaakt op school. And it did affect my appearance, it did affect my mental health because now I can't live without the house. I can't leave the house without triple verifying dat ik regelijk vandaag.
Okay.
Ik moet zeker maken alles is voor ik reis het verkoop. It affected my health. That's why I personally feel like I would seek validation from people first before I do my own
Your
thing.
own thing. I hear you. So you did have kind of like an impact in your life. It
It did.
made you a stronger person also. It
Oh
shaped
no,
you.
different than any motherfucker can try me now.
Now you don't give a damn now also now.
River, sea, moon, nuts.
And then tell me about like hairstyles. Do you wigs, weaves? What like? Tell us about that. What do you like? Fashion, dresses, you know?
Weet je gezegd draai.
Ik doe mijn research, must know.
So yeah, but anyway, I do mean I just feel like every so some for us say there's a saying that goes, you here's your crown.
Okay.
We understand goes, you giving feeling. So men elke nuwe hairstyle channel like a nuwe personality.
Oh,
So
okay.
vandaag voel ek soos old Hollywood. I
Oh.
feel like Dolly Parton, Marilyn Monroe. Ek voel soos
Hey, Marilyn Monroe.
Ik is like that now vandaag. With every hairstyle comes a new personality. So for me, I do like wigs. I like changing wigs. I like my hair. I like braiding my hair. And the rest is here. I dan gesien op drop dit laat ek in 'n fucking rok aan.
There was a trending video of you, trending when you were walking past. I think it was a stadium, and you were on a black dress, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes.
right? And the people were kuzaring you there and saying, "And what's the thing?" Starting you with a. So
Standard.
so that also like, is it also something to say you're proud of who you are, of who you've become, and obviously there's still more growth that needs to still come.
Definitely.
But currently, at where you're at now, are you happy with the stage of where you're at right now?
Okay, before I can answer that question, let me tell you a quick story on what encouraged me to take that walk. When I came into the stadium, it was the PA tournament Wesbury and Alice was playing against each other, and we came in late. So we came in when it was just about to go, when it was just about to hit halftime.
Yeah.
So Yara, wat ons aankom, at begin aanklamen die kinders. Vra met Jomique, sê vra Davy, like ek reg. Sy sê vir my, met Jomique like drop dit.
Where's she?
She's currently hosting a mother's birthday party, so she couldn't be here tonight.
Okay.
But it's if it's not vra, met Jomique ek reg. Sy sê vir my, friend, you look drop dit. What am I on the shit? You got it. Say for okay, shop, no problem. We get into this place here where as you can see the yellow stadium so as op my. Oh, no problem. Ik kan as wol voorbij. Hulle begin met hom te sê, as jy nie.
Hey!
Shop, no problem. Ek was hulle. When I sit there, I got on. I was welcome by a friend of mine, Donna.
Yeah.
She welcomed us. We sat down. Die kinders het gaan daar onder gesit en kyk onder my skaars. Ooh, is it he or is it she? Ek kyk, wat gaan aan onder my brother? No problem, kids are kids. I'm not gonna say like, gagging. But now that my friends like, oh worry, ek voel some type of way because worry, man, kyk my na ander. As wanneer jy became nie snow op my. And personally, man, foggy mense. So Donna and Davy was like, you know what? Why don't we do something? I'm like, what are we gonna do? They're like, come we stand and walk around this whole stadium now. Show them what the fuck you made of. I'm like, you know what? Bring it on. Kom ons doen that. And I did
And then you're done it.
And worrying. History was gemaakt by
We saw that, Chief. We saw it.
Danie history was gemaakt by that one. I reclaimed my crown.
And then weren't you showing you and Debbie was like the guys also at one stage? You didn't show before.
Did we?
Where showing?
It's a small, that's a Ming, I think that's Kutawa or something.
They mean,
Ming.
That's
Wait, was you meet there?
yeah.
Don't ever ask me about drank activities because I'll do this. And especially if you don't message her for a day to ask if I go down safe. Fuck off, we were just alcohol, our partners in group. But we did, but I just don't recall. But we did. I don't even remember. This was asking me last time, the dress that I wore at some event. I was like, Jomique, ek is elke week by event. Wat de dag? Give me a date, maybe like try and recall. Drank pan.
It makes you. Guys, we'll be back right after the break. Welcome back to the Raw and Uncensored podcast, guys. I'm feeling it. Jomique, how are you feeling, man? How are you feeling? How's the podcast been so far?
Good, but let's go deep.
You want to go deep? You want
I like it deep.
Yeah. All right, 100%. Jomique, talk to us about how you grew up. I had a question earlier on where I asked you if you had to deal with difficulties and also obviously then backlash, with other people. How was it in your household? Let's talk about growing up in your household. Was you also spoke about your mom being not really understanding. However, she does love you. You mentioned that, right?
Definitely.
But growing up in that space, knowing that it's triggering a little bit of negativity, not necessarily negativity, but backlash. How did you manage with that in your household?
First and foremost, I knew I had to stay true to myself because, there was some countless amounts of nights where I prayed and I'm like, but God, why did you make me so mean? Why am I like this? I used to pray it out. I used to pray for it until, I just figured, fuck the outside noise, man, brah. Are you gonna continuously putting yourself down to accommodate outside voices and outside people? So growing up in my house was tough. I won't lie. It was very tough because my mother was not very accepting and very welcoming to the whole idea of having a son because, like, let's be real, it's a pastorie, twee seuns. Nou kom aan op, ene wat nog gebuig is.
Eish.
Wat doen jy in sulke geval?
100%.
So, it was not very easy growing up around my family, especially because my family is a very Christian, Bible-oriented family. So they follow the Bible strictly. And in the Bible, or from what I've heard, it states that, you know, being gay is like one of the biggest sins. And it was difficult for them to support me. As much as they loved me, they couldn't support me because we are a family that believes in staying true and going through with what the Bible says. So what the Bible says, type of family. I see that I find no shame on our sin.
Yeah.
So it was very well. It wasn't a very good space for me to be in because I could never be myself.
100%. So, Hendrik.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. What were your emotions growing up like? Fighting, not going to be gay or whatever, because you said in your household people were against it. So obviously, in your own perspective, you are feeling like maybe this is wrong. Maybe I shouldn't be this way. And how was it fighting that battle between pleasing your parents and also being true to who you are?
It was never easy because hoe sy voel Ivor by die skool geword because she's a movie en dan moet jy nou terugbring maar Kiana was fighting with me because he said I'm a movie and I could never like I never knew how to address Kiana because hy was nooit geleer by die huis nie. So automatically for me what my defense mechanism was fighting. It was always fighting and crying, man. Because niemand verstaan me nie. Nobody understands the pain that I'm going through now. So, worry as jy my movie op ek moer. Ek moer binne tot in jou massa. Because I need my movie op. You don't know why fucking takes to wake up every morning and be fucking told what the outcast is she. He belong nie hier nie. He's teen die wil van die Here. It was a lot, but mostly the feeling that I'm always feeling, even till now, is a feeling of ek baklei, because I'll be baklei. I'm always on guard. I'm always fighting. I'm always fighting for my place where I am because jy sal ek ken nie, man. Kan sal ek kyk, dit is baie weer.
And then, sorry, that's the last question. And then now, because you grew up in a Christian home, what's your relationship with God like? Because people who are, I want to say, like in your position, they get judged more from people who are in church and people who say they love God and they believe in God. What's your stance on that? What's your relationship with God like and how do you go forward with it?
Because in the church building, you find a lot of judgmental people. My relationship with God is my relationship with God. It's very personal. Die Here ken ek praat met hom elke dag en ek vra hom, Here, hoekom was ek soos die? And he is like this, what is my purpose in this world? I don't just want to be a fucking wasted breath on this planet. I want to know what my purpose is. What am I here to do? Wat is ek hier so? And I don't know. I can't judge and say my relationship with God is on par, but ek het 'n verhouding met die Here. Ek praat met hom en ek sê wat my plan en hoe kan ek 'n beter mens maak en dit is it.
Okay. What or when was the moment when you realized that you were gay?
Yeah, it was like at a very young age. Ik could not top fat me. When I again like testify, I could take tops like t-shirts and literally put it on my head and make it my ponytail.
Okay.
And drag my masak. And then it will be like, I'm in we're playing a game. And like, you know, deep down in my heart, I personally believe like she knew. She literally did know because it's rana kakatara. Ons ram ponytail gemaak op a daily. And say man, and even whenever we play a game, ik was altijd Beyoncé. Ik was altijd calm en van die totally spice. Ik was altijd die bloem van wings. Ik was net altijd that girl. I always wanted to be that girl. I never wanted to be. So
100%.
Yeah.
And then just before I have a question here, does anyone in the audience have an extra question?
I feel like the first time Jomique, because I know Jomique since birth. So the first time his mother like kind of heard him say something gayish was one day when I said we were playing with her hair. And then one day I said, you know what Jojo said? Jojo said when he's big he's gonna cut off his man parts and then put for him a belt on and
I
then
know fit.
yes, precisely. And then his mother eat him. I didn't know. We both didn't know like what we said wrong or like anything like that.
And this was like when, at which age?
I think we were like 5-6 years old.
Oh, so you'll come long on.
Yeah.
Your family, your family.
Yes.
Cousins.
Oh,
Okay.
Ik is daar auntie. I grew up in that, so yeah.
Okay. I'm going to make you think a little bit here, né?
I'm good at that, but
What was the most difficult part of your transition?
Oh, the backlash. Fuck the backlash. Let me not even say the backlash. The self-acceptance period, because you now in this mindset that am I really sure that this is who I wanna be?
Yeah.
Or am I just making, is it like a make-believe feeling to make myself feel better?
Okay.
As ek regtig show ek wil die mens, as ek regtig die mens, I'm going against the wall of God. Mind you, because I grew up in a house, like a Christian household,
Yeah.
a Bible household, everything revolved around God. So my first approval
Yeah.
would be from God. And because in the Bible, as my mother and them mentioned, that it's not allowed, I'd be like, okay, God, am I doing this right? Am
Yeah.
I actually living to fulfill your will?
Yeah.
Of am I just, if there's a devil putting thoughts in my mind?
Yeah.
Goed as hy man. My baie geplaat, my baie gepeste. So that's why I never had contentment. I never felt at peace with who I was, because altyd wat dink Here, wat dink by my
Ja.
skande maak vir buite nie, wat dink my choomies, because I had a lot of boyfriends. Ek was
Okay.
die boyfriends is in man and friends that are boys. I had a lot of friends that are boys and I'm like, hoe gaan nou like ek is nou die odd one.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, it was bad. Oh, and that's a mission.
And then, is your father still in your life?
Oh, that nigga was too lazy to leave. He died.
Oh, okay. Understood. Would you, question, children?
I do want children.
Want children?
I do.
Would you, another question, right? Would you raise your children to be gay?
If that is what my child's preference is, I'll accept my child, educate my child,
Yeah.
advance my child. But personally, why I wouldn't want my child to be gay is because the trauma, the backlash, the hele gewig that comes with being gay. It's not nice. You don't want to put anyone through that. Imagine going home every day questioning who you are.
Yeah.
You can't even make straight decisions.
so
Like,
can I ask now?
you make,
So you're talking about having a child.
Mm.
So are you thinking about adopting, or you wanna now go by the Punani level?
Punani level is a no-go zone. IVF, that's my sperm count.
Okay.
That's my guy goed.
Okay.
Ik kan het met een vrouw lenen. I'm not listening.
Okay, fair enough.
No, 100%.
Okay, I have a last question. I know I asked lots of questions.
Bem, coisa da
Now, what would you tell your younger self from like growing up? Like, what would you say to yourself? Because from who you grew up to be like now to the person that you grew up, like, I don't know if it makes sense now.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
First answer, do you? Fuck the outside noise, because everybody has an opinion. Wat word ons gebetaal? Kry ons 'n stipend vir ons opinions? None at all. So just continue being you, love your authentic and true self, en die lewe gaan aan. Mense maak geraas. It's people's mission as hoe hulle gebou is om geraas te maak. Let the noise go over your head. Do you, be you, and fuck the rest.
Okay.
Okay, no, 100%. So, are you certain at this stage of your life that you gay? There's no question about it.
Yeah, as certain as fucking cow comes from a milk. Milk comes from a cow.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah.
certain I am.
Okay.
Super certain.
I hear you. I hear you. When we go to how you explained in terms of you growing up, you were bullied, not necessarily bullied, but you mentioned being, always being taken on at school. Teachers, mentors, would they also have an effect on you when they, like, when you look up to someone, but this person doesn't really recognize you for who you are? Was there also such instances back then?
Shout out to my teachers though, because they never made me feel excluded in anything.
Okay.
First and foremost, I personally believe means I'm an awesome person, despite being gay or whatever. I'm an awesome person. So my personality speaks for itself. So, and because of my personality, there's never been grounds or walls to penetrate.
Penetrate.
Stop it. That's the way going. But there's never been grounds or walls to penetrate it. Nee, man. Jomique is gay. When I cook to fatty. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's all like my teachers, honestly, they always do that for me because it was a baie bold, maar teruggetrokken mens. I was an extroverted introvert person. I was out there, but in here.
Okay.
As jy nou vir my iets sê, trek myself terug.
Okay.
Because like, first and foremost, I don't want to fuck with you. I don't want to put you in a bad space because you deal with a gay means. And I just don't want, it's drama, it's a problem.
Yeah.
That was the big thing, me. Now, I want problems.
Eish, you wanted to come your
Fuck
way.
when my heart was vehicles. Yeah.
And then just your take on a few questions. We're gonna close off shortly. Would you say a woman in general, right, can rape a man?
Yeah.
Okay, it's happened. Women rape men.
Yes.
Okay. Is it more than men rape women or what? Because remember,
I don't think it'll be more. But you can finish your question. Sorry.
No. I was gonna say, remember, in terms of what's being more not necessarily promoted, but what's being more shown on the news, shown on the internet is obviously then where men rape women, right? But men don't speak up, right? And some say, do you think it's more that there's a lot of cases where women rape men, but then men don't speak up about it?
In terms of figures, it's more men rape women. But with the unspoken untold stories, we won't know. But there might be more cases. But ons kan mos nog nie sê because die manne voel hulle te man genoeg om te praat. So ons sal nooit ken nie because like my mother taught me a good thing also, like if you don't open your mouth, you'll never get fed. So as jy nooit jou storie uitpraat, ons sal nooit ken nie wat verkry nie met hallo. I know it's an embarrassing thing, but ons leef in the 21st century. What the focus embarrassing? We've seen the worst, we've dealt with the worst. What's more worse than saying you could rape a woman? I like him, it is fine. Ek maak mos nou my kraag.
Ja.
Wat gaan verkragte vrou. Nou wat? Nie dat paar manne dit nie like nie, maar paar manne like dit nie.
No, 100%. Why do you slay more? Dresses, skirts, jeans, tights. Do you wear tights?
Oh, tights is a no-go zone. Reason being, my yellow pannenkoek staan uit. Vet kijk schouw. En als ik jullie voetbal like staan, dat is my koek en is zwaar.
Okay.
So it's more dress, skirt, maar tights.
Bum shorts?
And my jeans.
Okay.
Show.
Okay.
Because I did keep that. I was gonna stay there and show my ears. Like, I'm stepping on it.
No, 100%. Jomique, I just want to say, in terms of your story, I know that we can even go deeper than that. But in terms of what we heard from you is that you have a big story. You come from dealing with a lot of hate. You come from dealing with a lot of negativity. And you surpassed it. The person that you are, you very jolly. You always try to make people around you smile and laugh. And I think that that's a very good thing. And I would like to thank you for coming onto the show and expressing yourself. I know that at the beginning I was a little, I caught you off guard with a few questions, but overall, I would like to say, for the people that's watching, whether it be, even if you're transgender, lesbian, gay, whether any in the LGBTQI community, that I hope that you learned something from Jomique and took something away. But alternatively, thank you so much for coming on the show. We really appreciate you. Before we end or close, any more questions, guys? Are we all settled? We content with Jomique's.
What's the I in LGBTQI? What's the I?
It is not I. What is it?
There's no I.
Yes, it's intersexual.
Oh,
But other than that, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for Jomique joining. Realist team in the building, everyone else in the building. Jaden, Brayden, Smith, guys, thank you so much. We are out.